4 investment firms may have broken competition law by sharing price information on floats and share issues, according to the city watchdog. The Financial Conduct Authority has said Artemis, Hargreave Hale, Newton, and River Mercantile exchanged their trading intentions before the share prices were set for 1 or 2 initial public offerings and a share placing. It added that the sharing generally occurred on a bilateral basis and allowed firms to know the other's plans during the IPO or placing process, when they should have been competing for shares. The so-called statement of objections gives firms notice that the FCA thinks that they have infringed competition law and the opportunity to respond by making written and oral representations, which the regulator will then consider before deciding if the law has in fact been broken. In an IPO, a company issues publicly traded shares to investors for the first time. Because they are the first shares issued by a company, there is no set price established at the outset. The idea is that investors are in competition to get the shares in an auction format. If firms collude, it could artificially lower the amount the shares go for, to the detriment of the issuing company. This is the first case the FCA is bringing using its competition enforcement powers. Newton said Newton is not in a position to comment on any actions with regard to the FCA's ongoing investigation, except to note that Newton has been cooperating fully with the FCA and will continue to do so until this matter reaches its conclusion. The FCA's investigation is focused on a very small number of Newton's UK equity-focused strategies which can invest in small and mid-cap UK equities. Specifically, it relates to activity surrounding 2 initial public offerings and a placement in 2014 and 2015. River Mercantile said the group is cooperating fully with the FCA's ongoing investigation in relation to the matter. We note that the findings are provisional and may not necessarily lead to an infringement decision. Artemis said, "We note the FCA's provisional findings. We will continue to cooperate with the FCA as its investigation proceeds."